Hi, welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Laura. Hi, hello, welcome. Today we are going to do my BYOP for the month of July, and I'm really excited about this because I really enjoyed using my BYOP last month. So I figured I would sit down, film my intro, outro, the picking of the shades, and then tomorrow I'll film the look that's going to accompany this. So you'll see two different Lauras. That's okay. You don't mind, right? So for the past month, we were working on this beautiful color story here. Now I'll bring it in. I'll have a side-by-side of what it was looking like as well. But I really loved using this color story over the past month. I really didn't use every shade a whole heck of a lot, but even just being able to kind of create that one look really inspired me this past month, really made me crave these kind of tones. And I was finding myself wanting to reach for other palettes in my collection to kind of mimic the color story that I created and kind of touching the multitude of palettes that I am still trying to touch. I'm trying to touch every single shade in a palette, in a collection, or in my collection this year. It is a daunting task, but it's okay. We are like halfway through touching all of the pans in palettes. The most used shade was definitely this very basic, boring shade. This is Anya by Dandelions Company. It looks super like not impressive in the pan, but it actually is like kind of interesting. Like you can see that shifty beautifulness that it has. So I really enjoyed using this past month, but I am even more excited to swap the shades out, pick something new, kind of complement some of the shades that are going in my Pan Those eyeshadows. And y'all, we have a lot of greens in Pan Those eyeshadows right now. Like, what have I done to win the randomization god's favor? I want to know so I can keep doing it. So I am going to go ahead. I'm going to angle you down. You're going to be looking at my desk. I just cleaned it, so you're welcome, I guess. But I'm going to go ahead and put these guys back into my singles palette. I'll aim you guys down and we'll swap and swatch some shades together and we will build a new palette, and then you'll see a look using this new palette. So now we are aimed down at my big storage palette of single eyeshadows. I have a lot of videos actually on single eyeshadows on my channel. I have like Organize With Me, I have Decluttering My Collection, I have Swatching, I think I have swatch videos. If not, I will have swatch videos eventually. But I do have quite a bit of content surrounded this particular single palette, an arrangement of single shadows that I have in here. So I know there is one shade that I need to pull out that's in my Pan Those eyeshadows. If you missed that update, I'll link it right there. It's gonna be here somewhere up here. But there's one shade that I know I need to pull, and that is this guy. And this is Kristen Lee Cosmetics in the shade Enlightened Mint. So really beautiful minty kind of shade. So this one has to be pulled. I have no clue. I have no clue what I need to pull to kind of create a more cohesive color story. So I'm going to pull my Subculture palette and have it propped for me to kind of see. So I think what I want to do is pull something like this. I believe this is called Cloud 9 by Glaminatrix. Yes, I'm gonna pull that guy. That's just a very like subculture-y kind of shade, so we'll pull that in. I also think I want to pull like an orange as well, maybe something like this. Yeah, why not? I think this is Tangerine Dream. Yes, Tangerine Dream by ColourPop. I'm gonna pull that guy also. Maybe something like super soft and not intense, just to kind of complement some of the shades in Subculture. So I'll pull that guy as well. I'm thinking, yeah, I think this is, oh my gosh, this is Aziza from Juvia's Place, the Saharan 2 palette. Ooh, girl, I'm on fire. I'm on fire with these shade names. That is a super pretty quad. I'm excited about that. What else do I think I should pull? I think I still need like a couple more cooler greens. I'm wondering if I should pull this shade in to kind of go with, yeah, I am. I'm going to pull this in to go with Enlightenment. This is from the Juvia's Place Zulu palette. I don't know what shade. Shade number 4 from that palette. I also think I need a darker green to complement that. I'm going to pull that guy. That's Conjure Up by ColourPop. But I also don't need much matte. But I have a lot of shimmer. Man. The choices. There's too many choices. I'm kind of thinking that I should pull something like this. I don't know when was the actual time I used this. This is Oh Ship by ColourPop. I think I want to pull that guy in. Then I'm kind of just leaning towards like a dark brown. I have a lot of like deeper shades in Subculture though. I guess not a lot, but I have deeper shades in Subculture I could use. I have a deeper-ish mid-tone brown. Maybe I need like a lighter brown to kind of complement and ground all of this. I think that's kind of what I need to grab for. I'm leaning towards this warmer one because I have a shade in my Project Level Up similar to this guy. So I think I'm just going to round that off with this. And I think this was a super quick one today. That's not my norm. It is not my norm to be this quick. So I'm going to rearrange this into like a more aesthetically pleasing version. And then you'll see a swatch clip go up. I actually don't think I want to pull that Juvia's Place shade in. Just because I think that I can get something similar from my BH Cosmetics Take Me Back to Brazil palette. So I don't really need this. So instead of that, what do we want to put in this, in the place, I guess, of it? I'm thinking another shimmer because we have 4 mattes in here already and 4 shimmers. So I'm thinking another shimmer would probably be the best thing to put in this. I kind of wanted to pull this before and my eye keeps going towards it. This is shade 1 from the Juvia's Place Newbie. No. This is shade 1 from the Juvia's Place Nubian palette. Man, why did I get confused? So that will be the last shade. And I kind of like how the color story in this is. So that will be my palette for July. I'm super excited about it. So I'm going to run my swatch clip and I'll see you in a second for the look. See you soon. All right, so we are now, it's a different day. It's been, I think, 2 days since I actually filmed my selecting shades to now. But as you would have seen just a moment ago, this is my BYOP for the month of July. And I figured we would do the same thing we did last, randomly select a shade to like center a look on. So I prepped my pretty random app. So I'm going to label this 1 to 3, 4 to 6, 7 to 9. So the shade that we want to use in this palette, is shade number 3. So that's going to be my focus shade. That is a really beautiful duochrome. So I don't know exactly, do I want to select a second shade? Well, that was not very exciting. So I guess we're just going to do a look centered around the shade number 3 in this palette. And do I want to like go super warm tone with the red? Or do I want to kind of try to create something a little bit more exciting? So I already have my eyes primed using the P. Louise base in Rumor 2. Rumor 1. Mine's getting so skinny. I'm so excited. Hopefully I can finish that off this year. All right, so to start everything off, I'm going to take this warm toned brown. We're just going to put that low into the crease and then blend it up as we kind of lose pigmentation on our brush. That way the blend is a little bit more seamless into the skin tone. All right, then what I want to do is I'm going to pick up the red shade. No one's surprised. I've been really gravitating towards like more monochromatic to kind of go with my hair right now. It's definitely how I've been leaning. So I'm going to take that and I'm actually going to put that on the outer corner, picking up a little more, and I'm going to put that on the inner corner too, because y'all, we're doing a halo eye. Did I need a zoom? Would you guys like a zoom? Hi, welcome to a close-up of my face. Then just connecting ever so lightly with whatever was left on there. And then I'm going to take that same brush that we were using. I'm going to pick up a touch more of that other shade. I'm going to start by setting it kind of right in between and then blending. Like I start with smaller and then I kind of start getting wider and wider with my blend. I feel like I want this a little bit deeper on at least the outer corner. I'm just going to pick the burgundy shade from my Pan That palette to kind of deepen things out. So not part of my BYOP, I know. I just want to put a little bit of deepness right in that innermost corner, or outermost corner, excuse me. Okay. And now that we have just a little bit more depth placed down, I am going to take that red again, picking it up, and buffing over it just to kind of bring the tone of this red back to that deeper shade. I dusted my brush off a smidge on a washcloth before going into my inner corner again. I'm going to take just some glitter primer, glitter glue. This one is from Too Faced. It's old. I would recommend the NYX one. I just have this one in my collection, so why would I buy another one when I have that one? I'm going to just take a pinch of that and put it on the center part of the lid where we really didn't put any color previously. And taking that shade that's supposed to be the center of the look, we're just going to grab some of that and slap it on the centermost portion of the lid. The shade is so pretty. Yeah, I really like this. This is really, really pretty. I am going to take a bit more of the red just to re-intensify like the connection between those shades. So I start at my outer side, place the bulk of the product in before moving to the inner corner to place whatever was left. I think that just kind of added a little bit more shifty dimension to the look. Ooh, okay, I am a big fan of this one. Ooh, okay. So what do we want to do on the the lower lash line? I'm thinking just a combination of these two kind of shades. Just, I don't want anything super distracting, taking away from the lid, like the stuff on the lid. So I think just doing something super neutral, dare I say boring, on the lower lash line. All right, and now that we have that kind of stuff down, I'm going to take a pinch of that red, So it's a little more cohesive than kind of having like more orange tones, but super grungy, still super blown out. I'm taking a clean, super fluffy, or super dense, not fluffy, super dense, super soft though, blending brush, and just going to get the most lower portion of that shade. So the very edge of that, just diffusing that down. I really like this. Then I'm going to take the top middle shade. It's going to be my inner corner. It's a little clashy, but it's fine. Then I am going to just take that same thing. I'm going to mix them together, these two shades. And that's going to be my brow bone. All right, I'm going to put some mascara on, but I'll be right back. So that is the finished look using my July BYOP. I'm a little sad that I didn't dip into these like beautiful green tones, but there's plenty time in the month to use them. I feel like this is a pretty on trend shade for the month of July. Just reds, you know. I mean, and I'm feeling the reds, obviously, with my new hair. So I'm really thankful for the palette that I put together. Let me know any color combinations that you would like to see using this palette. I cannot stop looking at like the dimensional shimmer that this shade is. It looks so basic and boring, and maybe like you can't even tell like the shiftiness that this has on camera, but in person it just has this beautiful pink reflect. I'm super happy. Super, super pretty. Kind of reminds me of the ABH shade Cube from Subculture, which has been long gone, but maybe I can start getting some similar looks using these kinds of shades with Subculture, even like maybe not the greens, but we'll see. But that is it for my BYOP. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are staying healthy, sane, and safe, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye!